The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. One night in Gothic City, we find ourselves in the backroom offices of One Finger Pest Control. And within said offices, we see the owner of said Finger Pest Control, Bob Finger, who is in reality Bugman, and his general manager, Smedley Johnson. Oh man, no two ways about it. We're still in the red. Yes, it's true. The damages of the divorce settlement still plague us. Divorce? Oh, man, that old mess is way back in the rearview mirror. No. The real problem here is you keep allocating funds to your stupid Bugman calls. No. I mean, first of all, it's not Bugman. It's the Crimson Cicada. No, it ain't no Crimson Cicada or Scarlet Scarab. You're Bugman. You know why? Because you got a big ass bug on your chest. So everybody looks at you and says, yeah, that's Bugman. Well, whatever. No matter how you want to spin it, Smedley, the ultimate cause of my Bugman crusade is the same cause of the end of my marriage. Crime itself. And I was clearly its victim. Oh, man. Crime had taken advantage of my weaknesses. Yeah, your weakness for poontang. Nevertheless, it was a difficult time in the marriage as I felt my needs were not being properly catered to, and, well, this led me to the services of a woman named Holly Jelly.
Oh, wow. This room is amazing.
Well,
check out that bar. Are those diamonds real?
Oh, yeah. Who knew that the business of killing rats and roaches could go so far, you know?
Well, I hate to see a decent bar go to waste, so why don't you sit back and relax while I fix you a drinky poo?
Yeah, sure, okay. Wow, talk about full service. Yeah, this is nice, you know? Just the simplest effort really makes up for what one's lacking. Yeah, I tell you. My wife is just taking me totally for granted, you know? And look what I get her, you know, all this. And, but when it comes to sex, boy, she just lays there like a sack of shit. Who the hell wants to bang a sack of shit? Not me, that's who.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. Here's your drink. Bottoms up. But you know, to show you even more appreciation, I'm going to do all the work. So just sit back and let me undress you. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get these off. And let's see what we have here. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, let's get these off too. Oh,
you know, you're something special. This is nice. Maybe I'm getting a little too excited. I don't know. I'm feeling dizzy. Sorry.
Sweet dreams, asshole.
And then everything went black. The only thing I knew of after that was finding myself on the floor, face down, butt naked in a puddle of my own puke. And to the raucous noise of my wife screeching at me.
Bob, wake up, goddammit! I come home to find the place ransacked with all my jewelry and clothes stolen, and to find you face down in your own puke, butt naked on the bedroom floor. Jay, I wonder what this means. Oh, I think we know. And the only thing the bitch left, was that stupid bug trophy that you praise so much. Well, you know what, Bob? Let's put that in a safe place where no one would ever go to find it. Oh, yeah, here you go, Bob. Since you're wide open anyway, here's your bug statue. Safely shoved where the sun will never shine.
Little did she, or even I, knew at the time, but that bug trophy was more than it seemed, as we would discover as you removed it from my rectum, Smedley. Yeah, I don't need to recall that. Anyway, it turns out that the bug trophy, an heirloom from my father, contained a scarab that was, in reality, an ancient artifact that my father had discovered on a archaeological field trip during his college days, and turned out to be a mystic scarab, possibly of alien origin, that granted him superpowers, enabling him to become the original Crimson Cicada. Gave him the powers of flight and super strength. But upon inadvertent insertion into my rectum, the scarab apparently activated and granted me the bug-like powers of the ability to climb walls, give off a cicada call sonic thing, and also my ability to communicate and understand the language of insects. I can only guess as to the reason why my powers were so different from the ones my father employed is that he wore the scarab on his belt and it granted him the powers, whereas my having the scarab, shoved up your ass, yeah, I know, yeah, must have had some impact on the different abilities, but of course, I've had to use my technical wizardry to accommodate certain powers, of course, the bugmobile and stuff like that. Because, again, I don't have the power of flight or super strength that my father did in his days, which I only discovered after all of this and found his secret stash of the Crimson Cicada costume and what have you. But, anyway, since I was clearly a victim of crime, it set me on the course of my true legacy and destiny of fighting crime as the new Crimson Cicada that, for some dumb reason, everyone calls me Bugman, and, well, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, I done told you got a big-ass bug on your shirt, you got antenna coming out your head, and you climb walls and you talk to bugs. That's got Bugman written all over it.
Well, a man's fate and destiny should be dictated more accordance to legacy rather than a consensus of a bunch of... What the hell?
I don't know. Sounds like people are panicking. There's something going on outside.
Citizens of Gothic City, behold the dawn of the Golden Reign.
Oh my God, that giant Zeppelin is spraying some crap on the people in the street.
Yes, it appears to be some sort of yellow liquid. Clearly, this is an attack of...
Oh man, don't say it, don't say it.
Golden showers.
Oh man. Oh no, from one extreme to the other. A disgusting orange entail and now an even equally disgusting assault on the city. How will Bugman overcome this threat? Find out the next exciting episode of Bugman. High above Gothic City, the clouds are suddenly pierced by what appears to be a rather large golden dirigible. And despite its shiny exterior, it portends a dark and foreboding danger. And we will discover that danger by simply seeing who's at the controls within this golden dirigible. My moment is at last at hand. Yes, I'm nearly over Gold Street, the financial district of Gothic City. Yes, home to the fools who would deny my destiny, the destiny of Ned Goldbooger. My plan
was perfect, but they couldn't see my vision of genius. My vision of creating a fleet of golden dirigibles that would replace all means of transportation and distribution of goods in a clean and positive way. Oh, they laughed. Oh, they took my company from me. Yes, but they didn't take my dirigible. And they'll soon learn the folly of their ways when I demonstrate its reach and power by giving them a dose of my golden rain. Yeah, the fools won't even get it. Yeah, there's rain, R-A-I-N, and then there's rain, R-E-I-G-N. See? Yes, the dawn of my reign. All right, now I'm in position. I'll make the announcement. Citizens of Gothic City, behold the dawn of the golden rain. Who's laughing now, Gold Street? Look at them. Look at them panicking and scattering about like the very ants they are. Ah, yes, this is almost too sweet, even for me. Now I have to make my demand soon. Let's see. What is that noise? So hard to concentrate with. Is that it's a flying Volkswagen Beetle coming straight for me. What is this? You in the Gold Zeppelin, cease all public mass urination or suffer the wrath of the Bugman. The Bugman, eh? I've heard of him. Seems the rumors of him being an any are true. He thinks this is actual piss. What a moron! Damn that noise! I can't stand it. What a fool to think that I'll be defeated by a man who literally identifies himself as an insect. Good Lord. It's starting to break the glass of my window. I've got to retaliate. I'll remaneuver the hoses to blast his idiot bugmobile out of the sky. Get a dose of golden rain, Bugman. He's spiraling out of control. You didn't count on the genius of Goldbooger, did you, Bugman? He's flying out of range. In full retreat. Coming back in for another run, eh? Well, you'll get another dose of gold medicine. Oh, shit, I didn't know he had guns on that thing. Oh, no. You've got to reposition the hoses and blast him again. Wait a minute. What is that? Is that a missile? Oh, shit. This is Nightly News Nightly with Richard Shakeshaft. Good evening. I'm Richard Shakeshaft. Gold Street suffered a bizarre, surreal attack earlier today from what appeared to be a giant golden dirigible that appeared out of nowhere and immediately began dousing the populace with a strange golden liquid. Then, if things weren't surreal enough, the costume vigilante known as Bugman appeared in his flying Volkswagen Beetle and engaged the Zeppelin in aerial combat. Eventually, it appears that Bugman emerged victorious, causing the dirigible to crash and dump its entire payload of this mysterious golden liquid. Some had thought it might be urine. But scientists say, although their full findings are inconclusive, that it is not indeed urine. But it appears to be some sort of powerfully addictive narcotic, because quite a few of the victims are currently still in emergency rooms all across Gothic City, suffering from symptoms of withdrawal. The chief perpetrator of this event appears to be disgraced and failed entrepreneur Ned Goldbooger, though at the moment he remains at large. However, other views find that perhaps Bugman should share in the blame. Meanwhile, a possible answer to the question of, does water splashing on a man's testicles while he takes a dump cause some form of harm? Well, after a national $2 million study, the answer is maybe. That and other stories, plus sports and weather, after this important message.
Bugman was written, produced, and performed by me, Douglas Nailsin. Music came courtesy of Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources. You're listening to the Mr. Nailsin Show here on RadioMisfits.com. The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. The Mr. Nailsin Show is brought to you by me, Night Knight. Head over to IndiePlanet.com to get your copy of the Night Knight comic book so that you can actually see me in action in my one-man war on crime. Shut up, Boo! God damn it! I do the announcements. Oh, God. No one gives a crap about Boo.
I'm part of the team. Tell him about
no, shut up.
false advertising. God,
Stupid idiot.
I help Night Knight fight crime, and we blow stuff up and do a lot of damage. and of course, people get mad at us when we do. But
it's a war on crime, and in every war there's collateral damage.
I mean, well, I guess it isn't one-man war because
Exactly.
it's a two-man war.
Anyway, we're running out of time. Don't miss this opportunity to get your hands on the adventures of Night Knight.
And Boobo.
The Night Knight comic book available at IndiePlanet.com.
The Bugman, weird figure of darkness, again prowls forth to strike another blow against crime. We find ourselves in the office of Police Captain Harry Thighs, currently visiting with his old friend Bob Finger, who is, in reality, Bugman, although this fact remains unknown to Captain Harry Thighs. I tell you, Bob, I've had just about all I can stand of that costume freak Bugman. Well, I guess that's just par for the course with current trends, current trends. Oh, well, this sudden rash of superheroes, costume champions of justice and law and heroics with the likes of Gold Gladiator and that Energy Man character. Bugman doesn't have anything in common with those guys. Gold Gladiator literally carries a lightning bolt as a sword. Energy Man, the guy can practically turn himself into lightning. Whereas Bugman, all he can do is whine that annoying buzz noise I mean, he can climb walls and stick to them, but then his gut weighs him down. He nearly falls off, so he has to use a grappling hook to balance himself. He's just some freak in red pantyhose.
Well, that's that's not exactly what I've heard.
Sorry, sir, but Mr. Sackbulge insists on seeing
Well,
you.
you're damn right I insist on seeing him. This is a matter of life and death.
Sack bulge. Swollen sack bulge?
What? Oh, finger. Bob Finger. Well, fancy meeting you here. It's been a while.
How do you know swollen, Bob? Oh, well, his museum of curios is less than a block away from my main finger pest control store.
Well, I could use some special pest control in the form of law enforcement stepping up to their job and protecting me from this serious threat.
Mac, come on, Swollen. I put a man on the case. Something turns up, he'll catch those stalkers. Stalkers? Listen, Swollen, if you don't mind my asking, what's this all about?
Well, Bob, I guess it all began a little over a month ago when world-renowned archaeologist and adventurer Matt Dallion visited my shop and offered to sell me a rarity. It was a pure ruby idol dedicated to a mysterious and obscure ancient East Asian cult centered around a god of death by the name of Deep Dung.
Deep Dung?
Yes, it's extremely rare, so rare. To be honest, I'd never heard of it. But, I went on the word of Matt Dallion, and so of course I immediately bought it for $500,000.
Holy crap.
But no sooner had I put it on display than I began to receive death threats from people claiming to be a member of the cult of Deep Dung.
Well, what do they want?
Well, they want the idol back. They claim Matt Dallion stole it from them.
Well, did he?
I don't know. He's since disappeared.
Along with every other clue available on this case, all we've got is the original death threat letter, and forensics turned up nothing. With not a trace of this Dallion character, and the man I put on it's got nothing more to go on. So, until something else turns up, we're kinda stumped.
Well, something else has come up in the form of yet another death threat letter. They told me if I don't return it within 24 hours, they're going to take it back by force at midnight tonight.
Well, at least they're getting a little more specific. Tell you what, Sackbulge, I'll increase patrols in your area to keep an eye on the shop, and we'll probably catch these guys. If not, more than likely, it's just some a-holes trying to get under your skin.
That's it? I mean, what do we pay taxes for if this is the kind of so-called security we get?
Hey, look, if they show up, we'll catch them. If they don't, I don't know. See if you can find somebody to buy the damn thing from you. You'll probably be out to $500,000, but it sounds like you got holes anyway.
Oh, please. Who in their right mind would want to buy a cursed idol?
Jeez Louise, you see that, Bob, and what does he expect me? To have the entire police force camped out in front of his goofy store? Come on. Boy, I tell you, some people, you beat them with a brand new whip and they still bitch. Yeah. Don't get me started on customer complaints and the like. Oh, geez, look at the time. I gotta take off. All right, Bob, nice talking to you.
Maybe Harry's right, and this is all much ado about nothing. But perhaps the Bugman should take a look into this.
Later that night, at around midnight to be precise, we find four thuggish thugs up to no good thuggery within the confines of Sackbulge's Museum of Curios. In particular, they're concentrated on the glass case encasing the god of death, pure ruby idol of Deep Dung. Come on, come on. Can't you deactivate that alarm mechanism? I thought you was smart. Hey, you get off my back. You're interfering with my concentrating. I get it. Well, step on it. We ain't got all night. Damn it, I can't concentrate with your nagging coupled with whatever the hell that annoying noise is. Yeah, he's got a point. What the hell is that?
I don't know. Sounds like it coming from outside.
Yeah, you're right. Holy crap, it's Bugman!
Good evening, gentlemen. I suggest you forget all about Deep Dong and accept the fact that you just stepped into deep shit.
He's got a point. What kind of cult is based on a god named after poo-poo?
Never mind that. Get him, you idiots!
Suddenly, 3 of the thugs attack Buckman, but he holds them off with the use of his annoying cicada call, brass knuckles, and of course, his electro gun, which leaves them with severe third-degree burns. Suddenly, 4 masked black-clad individuals come into the scene.
What the hell? Who are you?
Death to the defilers of Deep Tongue! At that, the leader of this mysterious arrival of 4 black-clad individuals blows a strange, mysterious powder into the face of Bugman.
Oh, God, oh, the stench. What the hell was that? Oh, no. Oh, getting dizzy. Oh.
Within seconds, Bugman doubles over and collapses, falling face down in a puddle of his own puke.
All right, Bugman, wake up. Wake up, Bugman. This time we've got you dead to rights.
What the hell?
You're gonna fess up to the crime and tell us what you did with the Deep Dung Idol.
Captain Thighs.
That's right, so you know me, and we all know you. So, what's it gonna be, Bugman?
The idol.
So,
They made off with it.
no shit.
And they left me here to take the blame.
Oh, come on, Bugman. You expect me to believe that story, that somehow you're innocent in all of this, and you had nothing to do with the theft of the deep dung, whatever the hell that
Well, if I'm the one who stole it, how come it's not on my person, Captain Thighs? I mean, what kind of plan is this where I just break in, attempting to steal this rare item, and then pass out in my own puke?
Damn it, I gotta clean
Well,
this
more
up.
than likely, Bugman, your own gang double-crossed you and left you here for us to pick up. All you gotta do is tell us where they are, and we'll get them and the idol. I can tell there's no convincing you, Captain Thighs. Nope, not a
So
bit.
I'm forced to take action in my own hands.
Lest we lose any more precious moments.
Now, wait a
So
minute.
I'm afraid I'll make my getaway. Now, you come along, Bugman. Oh, damn. Oh, jeez. Ah, that annoying noise. You don't cut that out, Bugman. We're going to have to take action. All right, final warning. All right, boys. Let them have it.
No, Captain Thighs, don't open fire here. You
What?
can damage my precious valuables.
God damn it. Dad. Oh, no. He's throwing one of his bombs. Oh, no. Gas. Don't let him get away. Phew. Just barely made it out of there. Now I've got to get to the Bugmobile. Here we are. Oh, good. All set. But now I've lost so much time. How will I ever be able to track down the real thing? Oh, my signal device. It appears oh, yeah, that's right. I planted one of my bug tracers on one of the attackers. It should lead me right to the gang. Even when I'm half-assed doing it, I'm still excellent. Uh-oh. They've come out of the museum. They've seen me. They're going to be in hot pursuit. The only way
me to avoid the police any further is to activate my anti-gravity mechanism and escape to the sky.
And so the amazing Bugmobile does exactly that, soaring to the skyline as Bugman searches for the secret hideout of the thieves.
Yes, the signal is getting stronger. Let's see if I can correspond that with the search. Oh, yes. Wait a minute. I know that address. It's the specific address of the Yankee Cranky Massage and Spa Parlor. Yeah, pretty well. Anyway, that's where I'll find the thieves.
Meanwhile, deep down in the secret basement beneath the Yankee Cranky Massage Parlor, we find the Deep Dung Gang.
Gee, boss, who'd have thought anybody would be dumb enough to fall for this BS deep dung cult crap?
Well, theatrics goes a long way, my business. Yeah, I found that cheap piece of plastic in some turd world market. Inspired an idea. Sure, I was always good at selling relics that were not worth the paper it was wrapped in. I managed to fool people. But you gotta juice up the story. Make it better all the time. And that's when I came up with this deep dung cult. And I found a good mark right here. Yeah. But with all the hysterics and increasing the legend, the price is going up, boys. So we'll move on from here, and the black market will be all too hungry for getting their hands on an idol that apparently the Bugman himself wanted.
Yeah, speaking of Bugman, I just can't get the sound of his weird Bugmobile out of my mind. It's as if I can hear it even now.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I can hear it too.
Holy crap. Even I'm hearing it. Damn it, you idiots, you let him hear.
What? No, it can't be. But of course it can. As already indicated, the Bugman left a tracer on one of the members of the gang. And suddenly, the Bugmobile smashes right into the building, landing and running over several members of the Deep Dung Cult.
Oh my God. Jeez. Don't take another further step, lest you too suffer the wrath of the Bugman's justice. Justice? I mean, all right, look. We're a gang of thieves, sure, and I conned that museum guy, but you're a murderer. I suppose you're referring to the apparent deaths of your gang members. It's an unfortunate, necessary evil in my war against evil. What? That's crazy. Wait a minute. I recognize you. Why, you're Matt Dallion, the world-renowned adventurer and archaeologist. Yeah, well, it was a great con while it lasted, and it was going great, and would have worked, too, if it hadn't been for your meddling, you madman. Now I've got to get out of here while the getting's good. Oh, no, you don't.
Suddenly, the Bugman whips out his stinger gun that shoots several volts of electricity into the back of Matt Dallion, causing him to be momentarily paralyzed, also causing him to fall down a flight of stairs, breaking every bone in his body.
Whoops. Oh, well. A fitting end for his kind. Huh? Oh. It appears the idol of Deep Dung fell on the floor and broke its head off. Also a fitting sign of the ultimate outcome of the pursuit of the worship of death.
Little does Bugman know that the cult of Deep Dung was completely made up and fake. Not that it matters because, well, this is the end of this particular adventure of Bugman.
Bugman was written,
produced and performed by me, Douglas Nailsin. Music came courtesy of Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources.
The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin Show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. Nailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.